Alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly, your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop. At the 23-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
To throw, McMahon. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. This will be their first trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Double. By 90. By 20. Go.
Vic readies to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Lorenzo Neal from 19 yards away. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed passes like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs when necessary to help get him out of trouble.
And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And he stopped immediately there. Jamal Sheard on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
And Parkey's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. They made them kick a field goal. It almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
By 90, by 20, by 20.
And they'll run it for the first time with Ricky Williams. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
By 20, by 80,
2nd down, Vic. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will score a pick 6 for Bears touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again.
Eagle 44. Lion, 300. On. Lion, 300.
Back to it after the pick 6. Vic, he's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
By 20. Alpha. Hey.
A 2nd down throw for Vic. And that's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football.
By 20.
Play action now, Vic. Jerry Rice, open right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
White 20! White 20! Let's go black, you man!
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
Hey, let's go!
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
On. You got let's go. Eagle. Go.
They'll throw again. Here's Vick. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
He's left. Lion. 300. Up. White 20. White 20. Eagle. Go. White 20.
From the red zone now, Vick. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jerry Rice from 17 yards out. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which was a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Ohio!
And they'll go on the ground. Pushing his way through, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Flex round!
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And they'll run it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They go play action. It's McNabb. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. McNabb to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And as a result, possession switches hands. And here now the offense heading back out there. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Vick on 2nd down. Throw outside, completion to Rice. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Hey, let's go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
By 90. By 20. By 20.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
By 20. By 90. Go. Eagle. By 20.
Vick operating on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. From the gun, Vick. Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
By 20. By 20. Go. By 20.
Vick goes play action. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Vick, his 3rd touchdown pass of this 1st half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. He finds an opening past the 40. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and this certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
And now we're going to see a timeout here called by the defense. That's their final one of this first half, but it's a good time to use it if you've got issues defensively. And now they'll elect to go for two and try to cut into this lead a little further before they head to the locker room. Now a toss going left. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A first down throw coming for Vic. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First down, Vic. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. It'll be Vic once more. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. Chicago! Alshon Jeffrey, an even 90 yards. And the Bears are in for 6. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back. And sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing.
Oh, and now Vic throwing another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
To throw on 2nd, McNabb. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Stops short of the 25, but that 2nd effort got him a couple extra. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Back now in Atlanta. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Vic now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Vic. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. And what a big-time play there. 42 yards.
Eagle. Up. Black over. Eagle. Up.
Vic will look to throw on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Eagle. Get. Right 20.
Vic to the air again. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jerry Rice with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Touchdown, Chicago! Tyreek Hill taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. A big tough. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. He spins free. And he'll advance no further, so he can't bring it back for 2, but the extra point attempt is unsuccessful. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Quick. Up.
From the shotgun, it's Vic. They find some open field here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Eagle.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick, eluding the pressure right. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Eagle. Quick.
Second down, Vic. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Let's go. Right 90.
On play action, Vic. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Again, it's Vic. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yep.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Let it run and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. Accelerating and